Hello all. In this video, we are going to discuss about p-fold optimization. If we follow a statement by statement code generation strategy, then it will produce a redundant code, that is poor code. So code optimization is an important task for improving the code. So it may reduce the running time, or it may reduce the number of statements in the block, or it may reduce the space occupied by the code, etc. So p-fold optimization is one of the optimization techniques. Here p-fold means it represents a small moving window on the target program. It means we are not going to consider the entire code. So we are going to consider only the small part of the code. So if there is a transformation is possible in that portion, then the improvisation is performed on that. Then the window will be moved on to the next part. So like that, it will improve the target code part by part. Therefore, it replaces short sequence of target instructions by a shorter or faster sequence. So p-fold optimization can also be applied to the intermediate code. So it can be applied to both the intermediate code as well as target machine code. And these are the p-fold optimization techniques: redundant instruction elimination, unreachable code elimination, flow of control optimizations, algebraic simplifications, and use of machine idioms. So first one is redundant instruction elimination, and if we see this these two statements, the first one is move r0 comma x and second one is move x comma r0. So the first one is load instruction. It loads the content of register r0 into the memory location x, and again in the second statement x is moved into r0. So this is not necessary, right? This code is redundant code. So this is otherwise called as redundant load and store, so that we can eliminate the second statement. There is no need to move x again into r0, because in the first statement itself here copy is performed. So both r0 and x will have the same value. So there is no need to move x into the register r0 again, so that we can eliminate the second statement. This statement can be eliminated, but if this statement is preceded by any label like L1, L2, anything, means then we cannot eliminate the second statement. Why? Because here we cannot guarantee that the statement 1 is always executed immediately before this second statement, because it is preceded by L1, right? So this statement this statement can be called by some other statement also, so that the r0 value can be changed, so that if this statement is preceded by any label, we cannot eliminate the statement. Otherwise we can eliminate this statement from the block safely. So this statement can be safely removed from the basic block if it is not preceded by any label. If it is preceded by the label, then the elimination is not possible. Then second one is unreachable code elimination. If we see this C programming part, this is the source code. So here x equals 0, then if x is equal to 1, then a equal to b, the block is executed. So here x is assigned as 0, but here we are checking x is equal to 1. So it here this condition becomes false always. It will never become true, right? So this block is unreachable. It won't be executed at all. It can be removed, but this is a source program. If we write the intermediate code for this, how will we write? X equals 0. Then if x equals 1, go to true part. So L1, go to L2. So if this condition is true, jump is performed to label 1. If it is false, jump to L2 is performed. So in N1, if condition is true, in L1 a equals b is written. So this is one kind of p-fold optimization, that is jump over jump is removed. Unnecessary jumps can be removed with the help of p-fold optimization. So here instead of 2 go to statement, we have used only 1 go to. So x equals 0. If instead of checking x equal to 1, here we are checking x is not equal to 1. So if x is not equal to 1, go to L2. that it means false part is executed. So if x is not equal to 1, go to L2, jump to L2 is performed. Otherwise, if x is not equal to 1, this part is false means then the statement immediately following this statement will be executed. So A equals B. So here what will happen? X is always 0. So this condition becomes true. So jump to L2 is performed always. So this statement A equals B is an unreachable code. So we can safely remove this statement from the intermediate code representation. Okay, so here since x is equal to 0, this condition is always true. So always jump to L2 is performed. So this is the unreachable code. So this type of unreachable code can also be removed with the help of p-fold optimization. Then in third technique is flow of control optimization. Intermediate code normally generates jump to jumps or conditional jumps to jumps, etc. So this type of unnecessary jumps must be eliminated with the help of p-fold optimization. So in the first example, we can see go to L1. So jump is performed to L1. In L1 again one more jump statement is there, go to L2. So A equals B is there. Okay, go to L1, then immediately go to L2, A equals B. So here two jumps are performed. So instead of that, here itself we can write L2, right? So go to L2 means directly the jump is performed to label 2, then the corresponding statement will be executed. So this statement, there is a possibility of removing this statement. So suppose if any other statement so any statement is not calling this statement, that is if this statement is not target of any other statement, then the statement can be safely removed, right? So suppose if some other statement has if A greater than B, go to L1 means this is the for this statement target is L1, right? So that jump is performed to this L1. In that case, we should not remove this statement. Otherwise, if this statement is not the target of any other statement in the same code, then we can safely remove this code from the intermediate code representation. Then the second example, here conditional jump is involved. So here if A less than B, go to L1, jump to L1 is performed. Again go to L2 is written over here. Okay, consider these two statements. If A less than B, go to L1, again go to L2. So instead of these two jumps, here itself we can write L2. So if A less than B, go to L2. So directly jump to label 2 is performed. So that same as this program, if this statement is not the target of any other statement, then we can remove this statement. Otherwise we cannot remove this statement. Next one is algebraic simplifications. There are several algebraic simplifications are there. Some examples are given here. Here x equals x plus 0 and x equals x star 1. So in these two statements, value of x are not changed, right? X 0 is added to x and 1 is multiplied with the value of x. So these operations will not change the value of x. So these statements must be removed. Then another part is reduction in strength. Reduction in strength means complex operations must be replaced by the simpler one, or we can also say that expensive operations must be replaced by the cheaper operations. So here this is called exponent operator. So x exponent 2, instead of doing x exponent 2, we can perform x multiplication with x star x. That is, exponentiation operation can be replaced by multiplication operation, because to perform exponent operation we need to call a separate function. Pow function should be called in C programming. Similarly, some function should be called for performing the operation. So instead of doing that, we can simply perform multiplication of x star x. Similarly, 2 star x, instead of multiplication we can perform addition. because addition is simpler than multiplication. So 2 star x is equivalent to x plus x. So instead of 2 star x, we can perform x plus x. Similarly, if the multiplication and division is performed by a power of 2, means then it can be replaced by shift operations. So x star 2 means we have to perform left shift 1. Suppose x star 4 is given, then we need to perform left shift with 2. X star 8, if it is power of 2, then we have to shift to one position to left, then only the values will be multiplied by 2. Then similarly, x divided by 2 means we have to perform right shift with 1. Suppose here 4 is there, then right shift to 8 means right shift 3 should be performed. So this type of reduction in strength can be performed in algebraic simplifications. Then uses of machine idioms. So here hardware instructions can be used for reducing the execution time. So for example, if I equals I plus 1 and I equals I minus 1, to perform this increment, this is the addition operation. If we want to perform this, we need 3 target instructions, right? First we need to move this I into one register, then we have to add this 1 to that register, then that content must be moved on to I. So instead of writing 3 target machine instructions, we can simply write increment I. Similarly, I equals I minus 1. For performing this subtraction operation, we can simply call decrement I. So these type of hardware instructions can be used for simplifying these increment and decrement operations. So these are the p-fold optimization techniques. Thank you.